Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hustlers, makers, and content creators, welcome to another Sunday night live stream. My name is D, in case this is the first time you're on my channel. Tonight I'm answering your YouTuber questions. And if you do have a question, look at the pinned comment in the chat or head down to the description. I've got a link down in the description. Well, it's going to pop open a form and you can ask your question in the form to guarantee that I do see your question, because if you answer it in the chat, I can't guarantee that I'm going to see your chat. How's everybody doing? Happy Easter to those of you who celebrate Easter. Happy Bunny Day to the rest of you. How's everybody doing? How is your week? How has your weekend been? Crazy as usual is here. I'm still in Mexico. A Light Motion, how you doing, sir? Nice to see you in the house. Hope you're doing well in Korea. Long time no see. Yeah, man, I've just been here. I've been here doing the Mexican thing. Hey, Pia, how you doing? Mr. Camera Junkie, how you doing? Doug Houston YT, how you doing? Adams Exploits. How's everybody doing? Zane, how you doing? Wanted Mobile Gaming. Yeah, hey, G. Michael Jr., how you doing? Yeah, man, I've had, I'm still inside of Mexico, still doing my thing in Mexico, but I'm excited to answer your guys' questions today. We're going to get right into it. Hey, Eric Waite, Whiskey Studies, how you doing? The fat guy, happy Easter, how you doing? Yeah, man, I'm surprised you guys aren't looking for eggs or stuffing your face with chocolate. You know what? I missed that. I haven't stuffed my face with like a giant chocolate bunny in at least 2 years, so I'm long overdue. All right, tonight's first question, and I'm going to get right into this. So Zane Shah asked the first question, which is actually a really good question. Does my English e-commerce channel, CPM, now CPM, or let me back up for a second. My English e-commerce channel CPM is about $30. Okay, now your CPM is cost per meal or cost per 1,000 views, okay? It's around $30, which is fantastic. I'm guessing that's for your English-speaking countries. However, your Hindu e-commerce channel is just $3 to $5. He says, I like YouTube, but I like making money too. Shall I switch my Hindi channel to English as well? That's a tough question because YouTube is exploding in India. So while you might be making $30 for your English market, which is fantastic, by the way, definitely keep uploading there. But I think with the amount of views that you could get in India, you might end up getting a lot more views in India than you're getting with your English-speaking markets. You're going to have to look at your views and you're going to have to look at your channels overall. So you might not have the CPM, but you might make up for it with the views. So technically speaking, when you get enough content on that channel, you might actually end up making more money. So you're going to have to weigh that out and see how that goes. But I think it's going to be difficult because if you already built up a Hindi audience, a Hindi-speaking audience, it might be difficult to shift over to an English-speaking audience. Hey, Beanie, how you doing, man? Nice to see you in here. Nice thumbnail for this. Yeah, I just whipped that. I literally whipped that together in like 5 minutes before I posted it and went live. Hope you're doing well, man. You are out of, am I out of focus? Am I out of focus? Well, we'll just tap on that. I'll just tap on the camera and put myself back in focus. How about that? Thanks for the heads up. Hey, Justin, how you doing? Smashed out like. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, the form is there. Questions are coming into the form. You're just unable to see the form for user error, I'm guessing. Next question comes in from Aaron Ace Edwards. He says, being a new YouTuber, I love this question. Being a new YouTuber, what analytics should I be looking at? What analytics matter? And a brief explanation on what I'm looking at for when I'm looking at those analytics. That's a fantastic question. Only 15 likes, what's up? I should just shut it down. Hey, Ron, how you doing, man? Happy Easter to you, sir. Haven't seen you in quite some time. I hope you were doing well. So here's the thing. I would love to hear from everybody in the chat right now. Give me your opinion. What are the top 2 analytics that you think everybody should be looking at? So go ahead and post in the chat right now. What are the top 2 analytics that you think everybody should be looking at? What are the top analytics that you look at? And then I'm going to answer the question here on what I believe are the top analytics that matter, right? Because a lot of people get caught up in the wrong things. They get caught up in your comments. They get caught up with the likes. And don't get me wrong, that stuff is fantastic. I love getting comments from you. I love getting thumbs up. I even love getting a thumbs down. You know, I just love seeing that people are interacting with my comment, but those aren't the things that are going to move the needle when it comes to actually your channel succeeding or failing on YouTube. I'm going to talk about that in just a second. Hey, Tommy, how you doing, buddy? CTR retention. Look at this. We got a bunch of smart people in here. We have a lot of smart YouTubers in here. Look at this. CTR, for those of you who don't know, who are just getting started, means click-through rate. Your click-through rate, that is how many, what percentage of people actually click on the thumbnail that they see it. Okay, so to answer your question, the metrics that you should be looking at, because it's easy to get buried in data. Okay, and it's good to understand what that data is. But if you're only going to focus on a couple of things, here's what I want you to focus on. Focus on your click-through rate. Okay, this is going to tell you how your thumbnails are performing. This tells you how or what percentage of people have seen your thumbnail to begin with. That's called your impressions, right? It's called impressions click-through rate. So impressions is how many people have seen your thumbnail. That percentage number for the click-through rate is what percentage of those people actually clicked your thumbnail. The higher you can get that, the better, okay? You have to start with the click in order to get them to view. So focus on your click-through rate. Then I want you to focus on your average view duration or your audience retention, okay? You can look at it by time. You can look at it by percentage. I like to look at it by percentage and look at that graph. It's going to show you a graph, and as that graph declines or increases or spikes, those are people who are either leaving the video or rewinding the video or skipping along to the next part. What you want to focus on, if you notice any parts where there's like a big drop-off, you need to figure out what you did there. What did you say? What did you do? What did you show? What are you doing to cause people to leave? And you want to fix that. Now, it's easier said than done. Sometimes you can't fine-tune it exactly, and it takes a while to figure it out. It could be that your audio sucks. It could be that your editing is too slow. It could be that you have too many awkward silences or too many pauses, or you say too much, or you just put something on the screen that flashes and it drives them crazy. When your video first starts, you're going to see a natural drop at the beginning. Everybody has that to some degree. That's the viewer deciding if they like your video. That's the viewer deciding if they clicked on the right video or not. So if that very first drop at the beginning, naturally you want that as small as possible. But if you see a huge hockey stick, there's a monster drop off at the beginning, then you're doing something wrong at the beginning of your video. So focus on those things. Of course, you also need to focus on learning how to come up with good topic ideas, learning how to come up with the right titles. Focus on that too. But click-through rate, average view duration, audience retention, those are the things that matter, right? To break it down, to simplify that, get people to click more and get people to watch longer, and then get people to watch a second or third video. You can do that through your cards, end screens, pinned comments, links in your description. There's all sorts of different ways to do that. So those are the things that you focus on. Don't focus on your subscriber count. Don't focus on your likes. Don't focus on your comments. Don't focus if you're getting mean, hateful comments or not. Don't focus if your friends or people you know or competitors are doing better than you. Don't focus on any of that stuff. Focus on the things that I just mentioned and just keep doing it. Don't stop, and eventually you will get to where you want to go. It's actually a really good question. Next question comes from Wade Lemons. How you doing, Wade Lemons? It says, how do you get the YouTube story option? Okay, you're talking about YouTube stories. I don't know. Hey, Mike, how you doing, man? Nice to see you here, Mike Van Doozy. I'm not sure what the subscriber count is on that. It could be 1,000. Hey, Matt, how you doing? Somebody let me know in the chat, because I don't keep up on what the limits are to get certain things. I think it's 1,000 subscribers, you get access to YouTube stories, or it could be 10,000 subscribers. Somebody let me know, clue me in on that. I don't know. I don't know. I know you get the community feed at a certain level and you get stories at a certain level, but it can be different for gamers. So I'm not 100%. Is it 10,000? It is 10,000. Okay. Now, Beanie, I still have stories. Okay, so here we go. It's 10,000, not 1,000. See, this is why I love you guys, keeping me on point here. I love it. Ron says negative comments by trolls are a badge of honor. That's right. If you're not getting negative troll comments yet, you're doing something wrong. Thanks for such a detailed answer. Much appreciated. Happy to help. CyberSafe comes in. Hey, man, 10K. How you doing? And if I'm not mistaken, you're watching from Africa, Nigeria. Is that correct? Correct me if I'm wrong, man. Hope you're doing well. I love it. Okay, next question here. Where is the next question? There it is. TL Travel asks the next question. He says, I've been on YouTube for years now, uploading consistently, but only recently decided to put in the work to start growing my community here. Is it worth going back and optimizing old videos for SEO, thumbnails, etc., even though it's not necessarily videos I'm proud of? First, let me hydrate, and then I'm going to answer your question. And I'm going to hydrate with a cup from the show's sponsor, StreamYard. StreamYard is sponsoring today's show. They're sponsoring most of the shows here. So if you're trying to figure out how you can go live or the best way you can go live with a browser-based solution, StreamYard's not an app, though it does work on your iPhone, it works on your tablet, it works on your Android, but it's browser-based, so it works for everyone. I've got links in the description to StreamYard. You can use it for free up to 20 hours per week. So it's probably the easiest way to get live streaming. And they sent me this monster cup so I can stay hydrated. Okay, is it worth going back and optimizing old videos? Here's what I would do. If you have old videos that are getting views, if you have old videos that have good audience retention, if you have good videos that have a good click-through rate on them, if you have old videos that are up to date, right, they're still relevant to what's happening on your channel, by all means, go back and you can rework the titles, you can rework the description, you can change the thumbnails on them. You can tweak those a little bit, but what I don't want you to do is get so caught up in trying to optimize old videos that it prohibits you from creating new content, right? Focus on the best of the old videos and then put your blinders on and just move forward. I wouldn't worry about all of them. Focus on the best ones, the most relevant ones. Next question is from SE Cybersafe. Question number one. You come in with two questions. It's a big ask today. But since you're in Africa, I answer two of them. Question number one. How do I get feedback on if my accent is understood by those viewing? That's a great question. I kind of feel like it has limited my channel, especially when it comes to my American audience. It's possible. If you have a heavy accent, if people can understand you, they'll usually overlook it, especially if they're watching with subtitles. What I do are captions. I mean, what I do, if I come across the channel and somebody's accent is too heavy, I'll just turn on closed captions. Now, YouTube's auto-closed captions can be a disaster, and they're not always accurate, but they're not bad. If you're doing your own closed captions, that can help things. But, if your accent is really heavy and it's hard for people to understand you, it could be hurting you, right? It could be hurting you. Let me ask everybody in the chat right now. Hey, Adrian, how you doing? Nice to see you in here. Hey, what's going on? So I'm curious, for everyone in the chat right now, if you come across a video and someone has an accent from another country, what do you think about that? Do you keep watching the video? Or if it's a heavy accent, does it turn you off? Do you click away? Let me know in the chat what you do when you come across these videos with an accent. I'll turn on captions. I'll turn it, but I have to be really interested in the video, number one. Number two, you have to be really good at communicating, because what you're asking me to do, right, if you have a heavy accent, what you're asking me to do is stick around and watch your video and push through your accent, and I'll do that if you hold my attention, right? I'm not going to turn on captions and give you the benefit of the doubt if you're just like trying to figure out how to put, you don't know how to edit, you don't know how to communicate, like this, all of those things together are going to cause me to leave. All right, your second question here is, how do I increase my average view duration? Well, these two things could go hand in hand, right? If people are checking out because of your accent, that could be killing your average view duration. If you can check the video to see what I'm doing wrong. Okay, I'm not looking at videos right now, but first thing you need to figure out is if your accent is causing a problem or not. It could be, like if your average view duration is down, could be your accent, it could be your editing, it could be your how you communicate with the people. Maybe your editing's not snappy enough. Maybe you're taking way too long to get into the meat of the video. Remember why people are on YouTube. Remember why they're clicking on your videos in the first place, and then give them that as quickly as possible. Next question, Tommy Bernard. Hey, Tommy, how you doing, man? I gotta catch up with you. When are we doing our collab? You know what, Tommy? We'll do that soon, man. I've had a whirlwind of stuff going on down here in Mexico. I had visa stuff I had to take care of, and I just kind of disappeared for a while. But we will get on that soon. I need to catch up with you. You're probably in my DMs buried somewhere, man. My apologies, dude. We'll catch up soon. Next question is Bullet Bathley, who says, how can I get more people to subscribe? Hydration time. Remember a couple of questions ago when I talked about the things to focus on? No, Tommy, hey man, I know I'm going to come on your channel and help out we're going to help out the resellers. So it's going to happen. Remember when just 2 or 3 questions ago, I was talking about the things you need to focus on: click-through rate, average view duration, audience retention, those sorts of things. Instead of focusing on subscribers, and I know this is hard to do. I know this is really hard to do, and it was hard for me to do this as well. But if you can train yourself to focus on the things that matter, which are your click-through rate, which are your topics, which are your titles, which are getting people to watch your videos longer. If you focus on those and you get really good at those, you get a really high click-through rate because you've mastered the art of getting your audience to click. You've mastered the art of getting people to watch your videos longer. You do that, you will never have to worry about subscribers. I promise you that. I promise you that. So the best way to get subscribers is to give them content that they're interested in, right? Deliver on your promise. When somebody clicks on that video, they are expecting something. Deliver on that promise. The more you deliver on that promise, whatever it is, the more likely that they're going to actually subscribe to your channel. Now, you can do things like ask them. You can put graphics on the screen, and that's cool. You can do that, and I do recommend that you do that. But if you are going to do that, ask them to subscribe after you've provided some sort of value. After you've shown them something, ask them to subscribe, right? And don't just say subscribe to my channel. Tell them why they should subscribe to my channel. If I have a video on, so let's say I have a tutorial video on StreamYard, and the title is How to Live Stream with StreamYard. That's the title of the video. I know that the person watching the video is into live streaming, and I know that they want to learn about StreamYard. So I know 2 things about those people. So I might say something like this: if you want to learn even more about live streaming to make your set look professional, go ahead and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on future videos that can make you a pro live streamer. Right now, I just shot from the hip on that one, but you get the idea. Tell them why they should subscribe. Lead with value. Let them know why they should subscribe to your channel. Gulf Coast Granny, how you doing? The subscribers will come worry more about making videos with the info people are looking in your niche. Absolutely. And I just realized, hey, Matt Carbs, how you doing, man? I just realized that my colors are all wrong here. I was on somebody else's live stream. Let's get my purple. Let me get my purple going. Give me a second here. Let's get my purple together. That's good enough. That's good enough, purple. Who else just came in here? Matt Carbs, how you doing, sir? Jay Black, how you doing? I tell people at the end to subscribe, but in my 5-second verbal intro, I just put the animated subscribe button. I think that's fantastic. I think that is fantastic, and this is something that everyone's going to have to test out with their audience, because what works for my channel doesn't necessarily work for your channel, and so on and so forth. But for my audience, you'll notice that I used to do that. I used to do things at the beginning of my video like, hey, if this is your first time to the channel, drop a hashtag new in the comments. Be sure to like and subscribe. I used to say all of this stuff. And you know what happened at the beginning of that video? My audience retention was just dying by the second, because people who were there for tutorials, they were not interested in hearing me doing all of that stuff. So a lot of people would skip forward, but a lot of people would just start to leave. Like, I didn't sign up for this. But the faster I get into the content now, right? So somebody clicks on the video. Today I'm going to show you how, let's just say the video is, 5 video editing apps for iPhone, right? So as soon as somebody clicks on the video, they might hear this. Today I'm going to show you 5 free apps that you can put on your iPhone to make you a better video editor, starting with app number 1. And I'm going to get right into it. Right? When I started doing that, when I started getting right into it, my audience retention at that drop at the beginning that everybody sees, man, that just went up and up and up and up and up and up and up. And now I don't have a lot of people dropping off at the beginning because I'm not putting all that other stuff in the beginning, right? They want the list, or they want the tutorial. So the more I give it to them, the better it is with my audience retention. But your audience might sit through that stuff. Your audience might sit through as much stuff as you want to tell them at the beginning. So my audience won't, this is going to be something that you're going to have to test. And this is also why I don't use intros. A lot of people use intros. I don't use them. My audience is there for a tutorial. They're not there for an intro. Well said. That's what I'm talking about. I'm so glad you told us about Videoleap. I love it. Even the free version is so powerful. It really is. I know they've been putting out some updates lately. I'm getting some comments about, hey, they've changed things in the updates, but I noticed a little bit of UI change, but I haven't noticed anything crazy. Yeah, I'm getting some weird comments on that. Purple is a great color. It is a great color. I think Dee is answering questions from the, yeah, so those of you who are just coming in, there should be a pinned comment somewhere in the chat, or if you don't see it, head down to my description. You might have to look down there a little bit. It's going to say ask questions. Go down there, drop your question in the form. Just to let everybody know, it is first come, first serve. If too many of them pile up in there, I probably won't get through everyone, but I'm going to do my best to power through as many as I can. One in mobile gaming. Dee, I'm going to create another channel that I'm doing for a career. Good, man. I love to see it. Good luck with it. Doug Houston dropping the perp. All right, next question. Yeah, I want to say, if you do have a question, you want to drop it into the form quickly because it is filling up really fast. Official JLS, who says, I upload my videos every month, but I'm about to upload my videos every week. Is that a question? Oh, how can I get a lot of subscribers fast? I'm not going to answer that because subscribers fast is not the answer, right? Again, I told you the things to focus on. If you're focusing on how can I get subscribers fast, and look, I get it. Everybody wants subscribers fast, right? Everybody can say it here, me, self-included. I want subscribers fast. I don't want to put in a ton of work and then upload my videos and not have people want to subscribe to my channel. Everybody wants that, but that's a vanity metric. If you are chasing subscribers, you're missing the whole point, right? Focus on those things that I talked about. Focus on making a video that connects with someone. Focus on making a video that answers a question, that entertains somebody, that motivates somebody, that teaches them how to cook, that makes them laugh, that makes them cry, whatever. Focus on your content and focus on promising on that or delivering on the promise you have with your thumbnail and your title. And if people like your content, they're going to subscribe. The deeper the connection you make with your videos, the faster people will subscribe, the longer they're going to watch, the more they're going to share, and all of those things that you want to happen are going to happen, but it starts with your video. It starts by making that connection with the audience. If you're just like, how do I get subscribers fast? You make great content. You make great videos. Connect with someone. Connect with an audience, right? That isn't what you wanted to hear, but that's the answer. You're chasing the wrong thing here. You're chasing subscribers when you should be learning how to chase the connection with the audience. Like, how do I communicate with my audience? How do I entertain them? How do I make them laugh? How do I make them cry? How do I educate them, motivate them, whatever it is? That's what you focus on. Everything else falls into place. And again, that's not what you wanted to hear, but that's the truth. Party rental knowledge. Can you talk and explain? Okay, can you talk about and explain gimbals? Yeah, a great question. I don't have a gimbal with me. For those of you who don't know, I do live in Thailand, but since the thing that's happening in the world right now that we're not going to mention that has shut the world down, I've been stranded in Mexico for the past year, pleasantly stranded. It's been fine. So I don't have any of that stuff with me. So in a nutshell, a gimbal is a mechanical device. You can connect a camera or a phone to it, and it usually has like a 3 or 4 axis system. So as you hold the gimbal and you move it, whatever's attached to the gimbal stays solid. So you can move to the left, to the right, up and down. You can pan, you can do all the things that you want to do, and the camera doesn't move around. The camera doesn't shake because the gimbal will hold your shot smooth. So if you find that you're filming something, but you're like, my footage is too jittery, it's shaky, pick up a gimbal. I have a video on my channel actually where I talk about, this is like a $99 gimbal. That's not the best gimbal on the market right now. I would probably I might pick up the DJI Mobile 4, maybe, if I'm going to pick up a new gimbal. They're all around the same price range now, but you can go watch that video to get an idea of what it does and how smooth it can actually make your footage. But if you're filming something, you're like, hey, I need this footage to be smooth. You're going to want to pick up a gimbal. Now, you have to learn how to use the gimbal. They are a little bit awkward at first, and a little bit to get used to, but watch some tutorials on it, and you'll be just fine. Savvy Turtle, how you doing, sir? Nice to see you in here. By the way, Savvy, I popped open your DM earlier, and I was in the run and didn't have time to answer it. Good luck to you with the thing that you're doing. I'm not going to spill the beans here, but good luck to you on that new project. Question, do you know if all you and Nick teaches, if it can be implemented on YouTube music channels? Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing, right? So if you have, hey, Walter's World. Hey, Mark, how you doing, man? Nice to see you in here. If you're doing music, if you're doing YouTube, if it's going on YouTube, the same principles apply, but there's an added thing added to it. So you still need to have a title or something that's going to interest people. Your thumbnails are more important than ever, right? Music's fierce, but you also have to have good music. So you can have all this stuff for the video, but now you have to have good music on top of it. Music that people want to listen to while they're working or doing whatever it is what they want to do, while they're driving around, music that they want to share, all of that stuff. So yeah, it all applies. All the same stuff applies, but just add good music on top of it. The DJI gimbal is good. Man, I bet you can't wait to hit the road again, right? Yeah, man, I can't wait to travel again myself. What do you think about the DJI Pocket, the small one? I don't have it. I don't have the DJI Pocket. Don't have it. My hands are terribly shaky. Yeah, I remember that, man. I remember that. I've been stranded in California for 55 years. I was born here. I love it. Uploaded all my videos for April, ready to see the pre-scheduled videos fair. Also give myself time to film new content instead of editing. What are your thoughts on pre-scheduling videos too in advance? Are you talking about setting them up in YouTube too in advance, like getting too ready at any given time on YouTube? I'm a firm believer of if you have the content and you can edit the content and you can get the content up and ready on YouTube, I think you should do it, because that's the weight off your shoulders, knowing that you don't have to worry about videos being released. I don't recommend uploading or releasing 2 videos at the same time, if that's what you mean. But if you're like, hey, I've got a video set for next Monday, I got another video set for the following Monday, I think that's fantastic. You know, I think being able to batch record and process and get videos up on YouTube waiting for you to publish, to pre-schedule them to go live. The only thing I recommend if you are scheduling your content to go live is try to be able to be in the comment section when the videos do go live, so you can answer those comments maybe for the first hour, right? So if you're gonna go live at say 7 a.m. on Monday, whatever time zone, make sure that you're up, make sure that if you can't get up, if you're not up at 7 or you can't, try to get up there within the first couple hours at least and just answer some comments right away. I will be live stream crazy persona from now on. I just bought an A10 mini and I'm learning and recording macro for fun. That's awesome. Yeah, you're going to love it. It's a fantastic little device. Thrift Beast, how you doing, man? I'm doing well. Hope you were doing well. 1,000 subs does not mean you get 1,000 views, so it's pointless on focusing on the subs. Yep, that's right. Coming all the way back around to that. You know, you can have, I wish it worked that way, right? If you had 100,000 subscribers, I wish it meant that you get 100,000 views. It just does not work that way, unfortunately. Oh, there it is. I meant videos so they release on a Wednesday and Saturday for the whole. Yeah, I think that's great, man. So if you can get them up so they're scheduled like that, I think it's fantastic. Just try to pop in there a little bit, either when they're released or shortly after the release, to try to catch any comments that come in, even if it's just for the first hour. I think it's a good idea. Next question here. Did I rental? Yep, we got the gimbal one. Next question comes from Daniel Vlog 5K. How to get your first 100 subscribers. Okay, so you get your first 100 subscribers. I'm going to look at your channel really quick here and see what's going on. Okay, so you're making YouTube. So you've got one YouTube short. So you've uploaded 2 videos. And you got 18 subscribers off of 2 videos, so that's great. So you get your first 100 subscribers, because I'm guessing you want to claim your custom URL. You can do that, youtube.com/your name. You do that just by uploading content, right? Upload videos. You've got 2 videos up. You've uploaded a day ago. First of all, welcome to YouTube. Just keep uploading. And what I want you to do is focus on videos that do well. So if most of your videos get, say, 10 views or 50 views, but then you upload a video that gets 100 views or 200 views, and it's noticeably better than the others, make more videos like that, right? Focus more on what works and focus less on what doesn't work. That's what you want to do. But welcome to YouTube. Oh, look at this right here. A second try. Maybe D will see. Did I miss a super chat from you, Pia? Did I miss a super chat? So we're gonna drop some. What do we got here? Let's do this one. Super chat. Gonna hydrate while the music plays. Thank you, Pia, for the super chat. I do appreciate it. And those of you who don't know, super chats will usually play some funky music. And I apologize if I missed a super chat. I submitted a hard question. Okay, I'll keep an eye out for it. For those of you who are just joining in, look in the pinned comment or look down in the description. I've got a link to a form. So drop your question in the form. I'm not really pulling them out of the chat right now. And Doug Hewson just highlighted it there. Thank you. Because it's hard for me to see stuff in the chat, right? I'm trying to give eye contact here and assert my dominance out into the world. Not really. But, you know, I'm trying to look at the eye here, or give you my eyes, not read the chat. Next question is from Architectural Sheet Metal 101. Okay, just going to let you know, from the channel name, I expect you to be teaching me all about sheet metal. Because if that's what you're doing, your channel names will win. Okay, so the question is, what is your process on delegating editing? Ooh, good one. What's your process on hiring an editor? That's fantastic. So I'm going to look at your channel just real quick. I'm dying to see if that's what you're doing. And it is. I love it. I dig it, I dig it, I dig it. Okay. First and foremost, if you're thinking about hiring an editor, I think I just missed a super chat. We're gonna come back to this. Give me 1 second here, guys. I need to catch up. Hold on. Oh, I'm gonna answer your question. I gotta tackle some super chats, so hold on just a second here. Super chat. Obadiah Adventures, thank you so much for the $5 super sticker. I do appreciate it so much. Thank you. And I think I missed a couple other ones here. Hold on. I'm going to get to them. I promise I'm going to get to them. Hold on. I'm scrolling. Oh, there it is. There. Oh, we got a couple of them here. Walter's World dropping a $42.42 super chat. Thanks so much, sir. Super chat. Thanks, D. I'm tracking how the 10 preloaded videos do versus the ones I upload the night before. I love that you're testing stuff. I absolutely love that. We'll let you know how it goes. Awesome. Thanks, buddy, and everyone. Listen to D. He gives solid and mega helpful advice. Thank you so much, Mark, man. I appreciate that so much. Super chat. And we got another one. Babia Adventures again. Hello, my friend. How's it going? Great to see you. I'm going to let this one just ride for a moment because we got... I think I got another one. I think I missed one. Nope, got it. Sweeney Dunstan in the house. How you doing, sir? Nice to see you in here. All right, so go back to answer your question here. What's the process on delegating editing? What's your process on hiring an editor? Okay, so first and foremost, I believe that all creators should learn how to edit themselves before you hire an editor. Reason being is you don't know if you've hired a good editor or not until you've learned the process of learning how to edit. The same exact thing applies for thumbnails. Learn how to do it yourself first, and then picks up somebody later to do this stuff for you if that's what you need to do, because you won't know what's good or bad. You won't know what's going to work and what doesn't work. You're not going to understand the pacing. You're not going to understand what's going on if you don't understand the process yourself. So here's the thing. Find an editor that you want to work with, give them one video and let them and test it out, right? Don't just say, hey, I want to hire you and here's 10 videos, go do those videos. Pick an editor, agree on a price, and then have them do one video. And then look at the video, right? Look at the video. Are you happy with it? Are you not happy with it? If you are happy with it, upload the video and see how it performs, right? Then give them another video. Tiptoe into it instead of trying to agree to something long-term, because they might be a difficult editor. They might not be that good of an editor. So I would say test it once, test it 2-3 times, give them a handful of videos first, testing different ones out to make sure that they're going to be solid, make sure they're going to be reliable, make sure the quality is there, make sure they actually know how to edit. And then if you like them, then you can work out something long-term. But I think delegating anything really comes down to if there's something that you can delegate that will help you free up time to do other things, absolutely do that. But learn the process first. Learn the process first. Doug says, D's right there with the number one truth of hiring people. You need to know at least enough about their job to assess. Yeah, exactly. Otherwise, you don't know if you got somebody good or not, or bad. Like, you might hire someone who talks a mean game, but they're the worst editor in the world, or they don't understand YouTube. See, when it comes to editing, there's a couple of things to think about. There's film editing, there's commercial editing, there's people who edit for weddings, and there's people who know how to edit for YouTube to keep people watching longer. Right? That's a skill within itself. Just because you know how to edit video, that doesn't necessarily mean you know how to edit YouTube videos to keep people watching longer. That's the key right there. So if you hire this person, you got a couple of videos put together and you're putting them up there and you're looking at your audience retention, right? Remember the graph that I talked about early on, and if you guys missed that, go back and watch that on the replay. This is where you can tell where people are leaving your video. You can tell if people are interested or not. And if you're like, hey, this video, when it's edited, it's doing a lot worse than my other videos are doing, then that's not your editor. That's not your editor, right? And also when it comes to editors, don't just run for the cheapest editor, because sometimes you get what you pay for. Yeah, actually, this is, where did it go? Hey, Pete Johns, how you doing, sir? I just saw, and I'm going to put this name, I'm backing up here, this one right here. So anyone who's looking for an editor, or you want to learn more about YouTube editing specifically, the name that's on the channel right now that Mr. Camera Junkie posted, Hillier Smith, he is the editor for Logan Paul. He's Logan Paul's editor. Logan Paul's got a monster channel. Forget if you like Logan Paul or not. His videos are monstrous, right? Millions of subscribers. They make these huge videos. So he knows how to get people to watch. He's got a YouTube channel where he breaks down the science of editing. He talks about editing for YouTube. He talks about all kinds of cool little things that you normally wouldn't think about. So go subscribe to his channel, the name's right here, and go binge watch every video he has about editing and editing for YouTube to kind of arm yourself with information that will help you become a better editor, and in turn will help you hire a better editor. I hate editing. I've been a video editor for over 20 years now. Oh. I just watched the Impulsive podcast. Yeah, I love their studio. Love their studio. I'm not a fan of some of the stuff that he does, but I appreciate his hustle. I appreciate the business and the empire that he's built around his brand. So I appreciate that, even though I don't necessarily agree with the content that he makes. Hey, Nelson Volta, how you doing? Well, hey, Nepturo, how you doing? Nepturo Garcia. Next question here. I hope that answered your question, by the way, about the editor. Next question is from It's Panda 248, who says, how can I attract people to my channel? How can you attract people to your channel? I'm going to peek at your channel here. Give me 1 second. You are a gamer. And you are, what are you playing? Are you playing Minecraft? Okay, so you've been at YouTube for 3 weeks. First of all, welcome to YouTube. I think you've got 6 videos up. Fantastic. I think your thumbnails look good. Here's what I've got for you. Keep going. Keep learning. This is going to take you quite some time. And because you are playing Minecraft, I know I have videos on YouTube Shorts. One video talking about YouTube Shorts, another video talking about why your YouTube Shorts are not growing. But I do know that Minecraft players are seeing a lot of success on YouTube Shorts. So go learn about YouTube Shorts, understand what it is. Go find Minecraft channels that are making YouTube shorts, study them, and try to make similar videos because that might be able to jumpstart your channel. Sweeney Dunson, Minecraft is hard but fun. Yeah, this guy's growing his Minecraft channel right here, Sweeney Dunson. Go follow him. Let's see, next question here is My Life So Far, who says, I've been working on making my thumbnails, titles, and descriptions better, but my view count is still pretty poor. How can I tell if the problem is actually that, if I make bad videos, or is that just storytelling bad? Remember, early on, you how many questions? This is question number 26. So you might have been around at the beginning. So go watch the replay if you didn't, when someone asked, what are the things to focus on, right? YouTube gives us metrics to tell us what's wrong, right? If you want to know if people are clicking on your thumbnail or not, you go look at your click-through rate. You naturally want that as high as possible. I would say aim for at least 5, 6, 7, or 8% on that. Now, here's the thing about click-through rates. If you only have 20 views, you're probably going to have a high click-through rate because not very many people have seen it, and a lot of those people have probably clicked, right? So if you only have a few views, don't get excited if you have a 20% click-through rate. That doesn't really mean anything. But if you've got a couple of hundred views, a couple of thousands of views, and you have a higher click-through rate, that's something to get excited about. So just be aware of that going in and looking at your click-through rate. Second thing you want to look at is your audience retention, right? It's a graph, and it's going to tell you what percentage of the people are watching your video, and it's going to show you, where people are leaving your video. So look at your click-through rate, look at your audience retention. One of them tells you how people are responding to your thumbnails. The other one tells you how people respond to your video. You can look at both of those and adjust to make things better. Next question comes from Beanie Draws. Hey, Beanie. For shorts, we already have the short shelf playlist option on our channels. Would having a playlist for shorts specific to desktop users be a good idea or counterintuitive for the mobile users? So that's actually a great question. So for those of you who don't know, when you make YouTube shorts, you can create YouTube already has a shorts playlist that you can create inside of YouTube. And that only shows up on a mobile device. Beanie's asking, should you create a specific playlist in addition to that for desktop users? Keep in mind that desktop users, you've got a wide screen. I'm not really interested in watching vertical content on my desktop computer. It works on a phone because it fills up my screen. I don't want a vertical video on my desktop. So I would probably skip that, Beanie. I would probably focus on mobile just because it's vertical and you're going to have all of this dead space on the left and the right. I mean, you can test it to see how it does, but I would probably steer clear of that. All right, hold on here. I need to sneeze. I'm going to mute my mic. Sorry about that. Ooh. Let's see, next question here. Next question from Cyberpunk 2077. I stopped uploading around January 19, 2021 because Cyberpunk started showing all the user-submitted bugs. The big update came out March 21. I jumped back in and restarted a new game. Should I use idea from the other YouTubers who have already covered what I wanted to cover since they've been playing it nonstop compared to me? You can try it. You can try it. But here's the thing about gaming. If you're just doing the same thing everyone else is doing, you're going to get lost in the shuffle. You're going to bring something new to the table or find an interesting angle. So what I would do, I've never played Cyberpunk. I've never watched anything from Cyberpunk. So I don't know what's going on with the game. What I would try to do, if I were a gaming channel, any gaming channel, I would study the bigger channels and the medium-sized channels, and I would try to find places where they're not. Try to find a place in a game, something that nobody's talking about, right? If you really know the game, you could probably find something that people aren't talking about, or they're not talking about it that much. Then I would focus on that, right? Focus on that little micro niche part of the game. This is what you focus on as a smaller channel. Focus on that one tiny little part of the game until you start to build up channel momentum, and then you can start to add in other aspects of the game. But if you're just copying everybody else, why watch you when there's millions of other people playing the exact same game, making the same videos, so on and so forth? Try to find a different way in. Next question from Wade Lemons, once again. It's been 90 days in my life. What? It has been 90 days in my life is still banned. How do I get unbanned? I'm not sure I understand the question. Are you saying that you were banned from YouTube? You got a community guideline strike and you were banned from streaming for 90 days? Is that it? If so, reach out to YouTube on Twitter. It's at Team YouTube over on Twitter. I don't understand the question, though, if that's not it. Bullet Bathley asked the next question. He says, I've been doing a lot of shorts videos to get more subscribers, but now I want to try to do long videos. Is that going to cause a problem with my shorts videos? That's a great question. So let me ask people in the chat right now. If you guys are making shorts, let me know. Are you succeeding in getting people to watch your shorts and then go over to watch your long form content? Let me know if you are or not. I know a ton of people who are making shorts and they're not able to get the long form, or they're not able to get people who are watching shorts to go over necessarily to watch their long form content. They can here and there, but just in mass, they're not able to get them over. It seems like people who are into shorts, generally speaking, are into shorts, and people who are into long form content are into long form content. A lot of people making shorts that I've talked to are not able to do that. They're getting some overflow, but not a whole lot. So, I would say test it out. If you're doing well on shorts and you want to make long form content, make long form content and then see what happens. One thing that you could do is you could try doing some sort of a handoff. You make your short video that is in relation to a longer video. And at the end of that video, you can let them know, hey, if you want to see a longer version of this, or you want to deep dive into this, look in the description. I've got a link out to the pin, or I've got a link out to a video that's going to take I've got a link to a longer video and tell them to look in the description for it for shorts, and you can put a link to it there. You're going to have to test it and see what works with your audience. There's no right or wrong. You're just going to have to figure out what works with your audience there. Okay, we talking flow now. Is it that time in nature? Professor Nez is in the house. What's going on, brother? Nice to see you in here. Hope you were doing well. And I'll say this. One thing to keep in mind about YouTube Shorts is if you are not yet monetized and you're trying to reach monetization, trying to get into the YouTube Partner Program, you have to understand that subscribers that you get through YouTube Shorts when they're in the short shelf, those will count towards monetization. However, watch time while that video is viewed in the short shelf does not count towards monetization. Now, if anyone's confused or curious about YouTube Shorts, head over to the video tab on my channel. I've got 2 videos about YouTube Shorts, and I did a live stream answering questions about YouTube Shorts. So I pretty much answered all of those questions. Dr. Stin, where's Dr. Stin? There he is. Dr. Stin, are you at a million yet? I need to look. Hold on. Where are you at, Dr. Stin? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You're at 9. I gotta share this for a second. Look at this. This is fantastic. Dr. Stin is creeping on. Look at this. I don't know anyone's channel personally. I've seen channels of people I don't know, but I don't know anyone personally who's had such explosive growth as you. So if anyone is curious about how do you optimize a channel, how do you put your header together, what kind of thumbnails should I make, how should you craft titles, how should you write descriptions, go look at this guy, Dr. Stin Ekberg. Look at what he's doing with his channel. Study how he puts his playlist together, right? Look at how he structures his playlist. Look at how he connects his videos. Look at how he makes his thumbnails, the font choices that he makes, right? Like he's doing everything right. He's pushing 1 million subscribers. You'll probably hit that really soon, dude. I'm so psyched for you. Fantastic. Look, man, look how colorful these thumbnails are. Super, super colorful. Yeah, take notes from this guy. Wow. Man, that's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. All right, next question. Next question is New Haven Rails. He says, for the past month, I've been making changes based on your advice and Nick's. Why are you listening to Nick? That's your first mistake. I'm just kidding. I've been seeing results, but I'm struggling with watch hours. I'm at 2,658 hours, and I'm hoping to get to 4,000 soon. Any advice on what the next step should be? Yeah, I think you're focusing too hard on it, right? You're, like I mentioned earlier on, like if you're focusing on subscribers, you're focusing on, I need watch time hours, like you're focusing on the stuff. I mean, yeah, it matters to get into the partner program, but if you focused more on connecting with your audience, if you focused more on, look at the content that worked on your channel. I'm going to look at your channel really quick. I'm not going to pull it up. I'll tell you, if you blow my socks off with great headers of the great header and thumbnail, I'll pull it up. Okay, so you're doing railroad stuff. Okay, so I can tell you right now, I'm going to sort your videos by most popular. So, okay, it's all railroad stuff. So here's what I want you to do. Look at your channel. Look at your channel's content over the past 90 days, something like that, right? And try to find the videos that have worked the best for you. Make more videos like that, right? Make more videos that are connecting with an audience. Try to find those popular videos that have connected with an audience and try to find a way to make a series out of that sort of video. You know, if you're trying to reach partner status, I get it. You want to get monetized, that's fine. But instead, just like focus on, like, how can I make better videos, right? If you make better videos, if you choose the right topics, people are going to watch your videos, and people are going to watch your videos. You're going to stack up to watch time. Instead of focusing on the watch time, like, you knew exactly how many hours. You said you have 2,658 watch hours. Like, you're counting those watch hours. Like, don't focus on that. Focus on the videos that worked for you previously. Try to make more videos like that. Try to make a series of those sorts of popular videos. And then the watch time is gonna stack up, right? Focus more on what works, do less of, or stop doing what doesn't work, right? Do more of what works, stop doing what doesn't work. Ethan says, I'm from Florida. I'm North Florida. I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Actually, I need to get back. I got a friend in Florida I need to visit. Thanks to Nick, D, and Daryl for the grub. Man, that's all you, Dr. Stin. That is all you, man. You're absolutely crushing it. I love it. Colin Michael, how you doing, sir? Doing what works is the best YouTube advice. If your audience likes it, keep going. Yeah, you know, like, it's easy to get caught up in all of this stuff. It's easy to get overwhelmed by the data. It's easy to get overwhelmed by all the things that we're supposed to do and all the things people tell you to. Like, when you have something that works, just lean into it, right? If you, wow, this video got double the views that I normally get. Make more videos like that. Make a series of videos like that. Or, I uploaded this video and nobody watched it. My click-through rate is terrible. My audience retention is terrible. Stop making videos like that, right? Your audience is not interested in that. Lean into the stuff that works. I hate to simplify it like that, but that's how it works, right? That's how it works. And once you learn the right things to lean into, once you learn what your audience wants, that's where you're going to start to see things start to move for your channel. Question, is it normal for external traffic to increase as you grow plus have more non-subs watching over subs? Yeah, so external traffic can come from people sharing you on forums, people sharing your content on Reddit. It can come from Google, right? There's lots of places you can get external traffic. So yeah, that's normal. I get a ton of external traffic, and it is normal to have more non-subscribers watching than subscribers. That's perfectly normal as well. So don't worry about that. Next question. Actually, since we got Dr. Stan in here, Dr. Stan, 900,000 subscribers. Dr. Stan, if you were to give your advice on it, because you've blown your channel up, right? And you're having like amazing success. What do you recommend, right? You've 900,000 subscribers. You're getting insane amounts of views. What do you recommend people focus on the most? Like, what give somebody like two things, like focus on this and focus on that. I would love to hear your input on that. 90% Google. Yeah, that's fantastic, Savvy. That means people are finding you in Google. You might be showing up in the carousel on Google, or you could be popping up when somebody's searching. There's lots of different ways that they can show up there. Next question comes from Faze Shope. He says, how to get more subscribers and views. I've already covered that one. Yo-Yo Gami, how you doing? The question is, how do I get my videos and other people's recommendations? So let me look at your channel really quick. See where you're at with your channel. While I'm waiting for Dr. Stan, if he's still in here. So you are doing how to cut and restore a crayon, how to do the magic coloring trick book, how to make a proper hat, how to make a coin. So you're doing all sorts of things. It looks like you're doing a little bit of magic. Is that what you're doing here? And you're putting in the work too, so congratulations on that. So what I would tell you to do, let's pause on the suggestions for a second. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to go over, because I showed you Dr. Sten's YouTube channel just a moment ago, and I showed you how colorful his thumbnails are. And you have a couple of thumbnails like that where you put in the work with your thumbnails. You get the bright purple and the bright green. Go study Dr. Sten's thumbnails. Look at how colorful and vibrant they are. I want you to do that with all of your thumbnails. Like your cups and balls thumbnail, right? I'm actually going to share this just for a moment while we wait for, oh, there it is. Look at the real-time traffic and do more videos like that. Also keep learning. Yes, Ethan, eat healthy, exercise, and rest. Yeah, so here you go. Dr. Sten, look at real-time traffic and do more videos like that, right? Because that's what's happening on your channel right now. I like to look at the past 90 days. I don't know if Dr. Sten looked at a shorter period or 90 days or whatever, but I like to look at around 90 days because that seems to be what's happening on my channel right now, because your audience shifts, right? People come on, people leave, their interests change, they stop watching your videos for whatever reason. But as long as I stay on top of what's happening right now on my channel, things seem to fall into place. And anytime I go against that, where I'm like, okay, here's all the data. Here's all of this data, and here's what's happening on my channel right now. Here's what people are interested in. Here's what they're watching. Here's where my traffic is coming from. But I've got an idea that doesn't fit into that. Anytime I do that and go against what I know works, anytime, those videos don't do well. They don't do well. Hey, Heidi, how you doing? So, Heidi, my apologies. So I was going to come on your live stream last night. I came in, and it was, I think you had like 9 people in your live stream. And I was like, okay. And it was chaos with all this stuff going on. I was like, all right, I'm going to wait for a few people to leave. And I was listening in the background. I was answering comments and stuff, and I was listening in the background, and I ended up falling asleep. So my apologies on that. I had all the intentions of coming in. I was waiting for things to die down, and I zonked out because my time zone, I think it was, when I first sent you the message saying you had a packed house, it was 11 p.m. And I think I was in the chat for, I don't know, I made it maybe an hour and a half or something like that, and just zonked out. I hope your chat went well. I know it was like a marathon, like a 24-hour chat or something like that. What do we got? Ooh, I'm trying to share my screen, but it's not letting me. There we go. Yo-Yo got me. Where'd you go? So like you see how you've got these colorful thumbnails here, and I know you're not getting a lot of views right now, but that's fine. You know, you're young, you've still got plenty of time to do this. But I want you to focus on these really vibrant thumbnails. I don't want see what you've done here. You're getting lazy. I'm gonna call you out right now. You're getting lazy on this stuff, right? You were putting in the effort before, right? Always put in the effort, even if it's not paying off right now. Eventually, it's going to pay off. It might take a month or 6 months or 6 years, but you're young, man. Just put in the effort now. Don't get lazy like you're doing right now. You're getting lazy, right? You don't want to do that. Put in the work. Put in the effort. It's going to make you better. It's going to make you a better creator. It's going to make you better at making your thumbnails. Don't get lazy. That applies to everyone. Next question comes from Women Blazing Trails. He says, what's the deal on swearing? Yay or nay? I read conflicting reports. Thank you. This is a fantastic question. Welcome back, Doug. The Dennis family, how you doing? If I missed anything here. Okay, so swearing. Here's the thing about swearing. You do you. Okay, if you swear normally and that just is part of your personality, put it out there if you want to put it out there. But know this. Know that YouTube does have something called restricted mode. Know that YouTube can prohibit your growth if you swear too much, right? So YouTube could age gate your videos. YouTube could put your videos on restricted mode. You'll notice that Gary Vee is cursing less and less and less because the more you curse, the more your reach is going to be limited. Now, there's other things involved too. And there's a reason, like, you know, if you meet me in person, I definitely, I mean, I don't curse like a pirate or anything, but I'm human. I will say my words just like everybody else says their words, but I don't do that on the channel because one, I want to keep it family friendly, right? I don't want to offend anyone. I have people from churches who leave comments and like, hey, I'm trying to learn how to live stream for my church. Can you help me? I don't want to turn them off by dropping a bunch of F-bombs or something like that. It's just, I don't need to say that, right? Secondly, I want to keep it brand friendly, right? I don't want a brand to pass on working with me because I'm dropping vulgarities on my channel. So I try to keep things family friendly and I try to keep things brand friendly. That way YouTube's not going to limit my growth. Brands are going to be on board. And I don't want to eliminate any potential audience, right? Because some people, that sort of thing could offend them. And let me know, show of hands, is anyone in the chat right now watching with children? Is anyone, hey, John, how you doing? Is anyone in the chat right now watching this stream with children nearby where children can listen? Say yes. Say yes if you've got children who are nearby right now. Because a lot of times people will watch my videos or they'll watch my streams and they've got kids nearby, right? That's not being family friendly. I don't want to alienate those people because I feel the need to curse, right? It's like, that's not that important. You make more money by speaking with professionalism. Yeah, and you know better than anybody else, dude. You are the king of professionalism. 100%. I have a potty mouth, but I don't swear in my videos. Yeah, like if I'm going to swear over on Twitch, right? And by the way, I've got a link down in the description. If you are over the age of 18 and you want to hang out on Twitch with me, I do go on Twitch. I do YouTube channel reviews over on Twitch from time to time. So I got a link down there. Yeah, I'm not so filtered over on Twitch because that's for fun, right? This is my business. This is where I have the most impact. This is where I have the most reach. So I'm going to keep this brand friendly and family friendly. I'm like ASMR to your kids. I love it. My youngest child is 19 and probably hears worse. I love it. I absolutely love it. Very young children are sleeping. Wake them up. Wake them up. No children here. All right, next question. By the way, I hope that answers your question with swearing. But you know, if you feel that that's necessary and you do you know, like, hey, I want to put that out there, you know, put that out there. But just know that you could lose brand deals over it down the road. You could alienate a particular group of people who don't want to watch your content. And YouTube, depending on the level of vulgarity, the level of cursing that you put out there, they could restrict your video. Next question comes from Far North Life, who says, what do you think about putting out 2 or 3 videos a month on a blog documentary type channel? You know, I don't think there's a magic number in terms of 2 or 3 videos a month, 4 videos a month, 1 video a month. I think it's how people respond to your content. There's some, you know, Lucas the Spider, they upload once a month and it goes gangbusters. Mark Rober, once a month and it's gangbusters, like these huge epic videos and they get tons of views. But that doesn't work for everybody. You know, you might not be at that level. So find a schedule that works with you. Find a schedule that allows you to continue that schedule without stressing you out. If that's 2 or 3 times a month, that's fine. If that's once a month, that's fine. If it's once a week, that's fine too. But understand that the more you make content, the better you get, right? It's like everything else, right? If you're going to go learn how to play golf, if you're just playing golf once a month, you might not get better. But if you're playing golf weekly, you're going to pick it up pretty quick, right? The same thing applies. So the more you do it, the better you're going to get, which in turn is going to bring more views, it's going to get more watch time, build your community faster, so on and so forth. But pick a pace that you're comfortable with. You know, your mental health is not worth getting views. I've taken a break. You know, the past 12 months, you guys have seen that I've slowed my channel growth down. I've skipped uploads. You know, this has been a rough, I don't know. I just wasn't feeling it with everything that was going on in the world. So I've taken a couple of breaks over the past 12 months because my mental health is more important than, don't get me wrong. I appreciate every single person who watches my videos. I appreciate those of you who super chat and leave comments and join the channel membership. I appreciate all of you, but my mental health is more important than views. My mental health is more important than getting subscribers. My mental health is more important than brand deals, right? Like I'm no good to anybody if I'm not right up here. So sometimes you just got to take a break or just find a schedule that works better for you. Heel versus face. I love your channel name. They ask the next question. I've been very consistently uploading daily videos. That's a grind. My channel is based on daily WWE updates, and I've been doing YouTube since May of 2020. Is there any chance my channel will grow since I've got 476 subscribers? It's possible. It's possible, but I'll tell you, if you're covering WWE updates and you're using content from them, be prepared for copyright claims from the WWE. That's probably going to happen eventually. The key would be, so there's a lot of people doing what you were doing, right? I've seen a lot of channels doing that. Try to find a different angle, right? If you're just doing the same news that everyone else is doing, then you're making the same content everyone else is making. Why watch you? Why watch your channel who's brand new? You might not have the skills yet to properly edit and communicate or make really good thumbnails. Why watch you when I got all these other channels doing the exact same thing? So try to find an angle in there. Try to find a niche within the WWE so you can cover something unique so you're not competing against everybody else. That's what I would do. And yeah, your channel can grow. You just need to make sure that you have the right topics, right? Thumbnails that are getting clicked, videos that are getting watched. You're going to make sure that you can communicate effectively, whether it be through entertainment or your whatever it is, your commentary, whatever it is. You need to have good videos so you can keep people watching, right? If you have awkward pauses and your lighting's bad and your audio's bad and you're off center, yeah, it's going to turn people off. So yeah, you can grow. Just keep going, keep learning along the way. Heavy Metal Chef, how you doing, my man? D. Nimmin mental health. You don't have to go crazy becoming a YouTuber, but it does help. Yeah, you got to be a little bit crazy too. Look, if you're going to dive into YouTube, you want to be a full-time YouTube creator, yeah, you got to be a little bit crazy to do that. You got to be a little bit crazy. Hey, Gina, happy Easter. Hey, Joey, hello from the Bronx. How you doing? Next question here. Next question is wanted mobile gaming. This might be the hard question you're talking about. Hey, D, I'm going to create another channel. What would be a good way to find a good searchable channel name? I promise I will subscribe and be a channel member with my new channel. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm going to give you guys two tools. I'm going to give you guys two of the best tools you've ever seen in your life. Okay, so tool number one, and I know that when I drop these links into the chat, I'm going to lose people, but that's fine because I'd rather help you than anything else. So number one, this site, it will, like as you type in names, it will tell you if the .coms or whatever are available. So as you type, it's going to start giving you all these suggestions. So if you're going to have a .com or something, that site takes care of that. So that can be really helpful for business. Now this site, the second site that I'm dropping in here, this is the one that you check to see if the names are available on social media. You drop a name in there, it tells you if the name is available on YouTube or Twitter, Facebook, Reddit, whatever. So it allows you to search all of those to let you know which ones are available. Every now and then it gives you an error, so you have to look manually, but 99% of the time, those work really well. Very, very helpful. Self-care is first, second, and third priority for creators. Yeah, absolutely, man, because if you're struggling up here, it's really hard to just sit down and hit record and communicate effectively. This is the question we're all waiting for. Are you still doing mobile content or mix or general support? Okay. Yeah, here's the thing. I guess I'll make the announcement here. So those of you guys may have seen on my community feed a month or so ago, I said, if you have a computer, you're doing desktop content, go subscribe to this new channel. You remember that? So I created a couple of you went over and subscribed. I was able to claim my URL, and I still might do something with that channel. So don't unsubscribe from there, but I am going to channel pivot. I'm going to channel pivot, and I'm going to explain why. So you're going to hear the news here first. I'm going to start introducing desktop cameras, live streaming and stuff that's not, I'm going to continue to do mobile stuff, so don't freak out, but I'm going to start adding in other types of content as well. How to make money on YouTube. If you got a computer, whatever. Maybe you want to learn how to sell stuff on Shopify. You want to learn how to build an email list. There's all sorts of things that I can teach you. I have 20 plus years of experience in multimedia. I've got multiple websites that make money. I'm into affiliate marketing. I've got so much information I can teach you that I can help you with, but I've kind of painted myself in the corner with just doing stuff on a mobile device. And I know a lot of you are transitioning. A lot of you are starting with your phones. and you are buying cameras, you're buying computers. I know Adrian bought a laptop, or she was gifted a computer. She's got a camera. So I want to help people through the transition as well, right? So you've got a phone, you want to buy your first camera? Let me talk about that. Let me help you figure that out as well. So I'm going to pivot a little bit and loosen things up. So I'm going to be helping the mobile creator. I'm going to help the mobile creator who wants to transition into a non-mobile creator. And I'm going to help people who are doing things on their computers as well, and just general YouTube stuff. Because I don't get me wrong, I'm super fortunate. You know, I've blown my channel up. I've been able to become a full-time YouTuber by focusing on mobile stuff. But I feel like I can't help as many people as I can help by limiting myself to just mobile creators, right? Like I've got so much knowledge that I can share with everyone that I feel painted into a corner when I do that. So changes are coming, but don't worry, I'm going to continue to release mobile stuff as well, but I'm just going to start adding more stuff in, because I want to help those who are transitioning, and I want to help those who do have a computer. I'm going to have a broader reach by doing that, and hopefully it doesn't backfire on me. So my ask of you is, if you ever learned anything from any of my videos or any of my live streams, when you do see those videos posting out, if you can share them somewhere, retweet them or whatever, that would be really helpful. Thank you so much. So there's that. You heard it here first. Dr. Sten says, that sounds like a really good move. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And what else we got here? Professor Nez, good move, D. You will nail it and build the audiences while retaining your loyal crew. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that from you guys. Thank you, Savvy, as well. Yeah, man. I just, it started with people saying things like, I've got a phone, and what's the first camera I should buy? Or I have a phone and I want to get a computer. Like what? And I'm just like, man, I could totally make videos and help you do that. Yeah, so that's exciting stuff. Oh, we got a super chat. Thank you so much, Gulf Coast Granny.
Super chat.
Thank you so much, Gulf Coast Granny, for the $5 super chat. Says, I'll watch whatever content you upload, D. I'm mostly mobile. You're the real deal. Thank you so much. And I'll learn from everything you suggest. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that. Pixelpia says, question, do you know how to connect your iPhone to the A10 Mini as a camera source? I got the HDMI adapter, but it still doesn't work. Oh, and my battery's dead. I just switched over to the camera that I was going to show you that I have it, and it's dead. So here's the thing. If you want to connect your iPhone, did you say specifically an iPhone? Yes, iPhone. If you want to connect your iPhone to the A10 Mini, you have to have the HDMI cable, and it has to go into the Apple. Do I have another one over here? Okay, so you have the Apple. I can't show it to you. I can't reach it. So you've got the Apple dongle that's got the HDMI in, right? It's got the HDMI in, and it allows you to charge it at the same time, and it plugs in Lightning port. The thing is, you have to buy an official Apple dongle. They're expensive. Sometimes they're hard to get. If you buy third-party dongles from Apple, sometimes the cameras won't pass through. Sometimes audio won't pass through. Always buy official Apple dongles. Always, right? That's the first place to look. If it's not working, it's probably because you have a third-party thing. If you do have an Apple dongle and it's not working, send me a private message and I'll help you troubleshoot that, because there's a couple of things that we'll have to look through. But yeah, we can get it working. I have it working right now, but it's dead for some reason. Hold on here. What do I got? I think I missed something here. Hold on. You got it, brother. Thank you, my man. Much appreciated. It should free you up to create even more less times answering all the group questions. Oh, yeah, making more content. Yeah. Oh my goodness, man. I wish, like, just for example, right? So you guys know, I've had a StreamYard sponsors my channel. I make content over in the StreamYard channel. So I've got like audio setup that I do over there. I've got like the Rodecaster Pro. I've got all these different microphones. The stuff just doesn't really apply to mobile creators specifically, but it could be helpful to those of you who have a computer or who are transitioning over. Your vibe will build your tribe, and we love your vibe, brother. Thank you, man. I appreciate that so much. All crud. I still got you, man. I still got you. Okay, I think I just missed a super chat. Hold on here. Dangle your dongle. That's what I'm talking about. I missed a super chat somewhere. Yes, Apple genuine Lightning adapters are a necessity. It sucks, but it's the only way. Yeah, Pete Johns, he makes music. He makes iOS music. So if you're a music producer or you want to get into making music, you got an iOS device, you need to follow this guy right here. This guy's the truth when it comes to that stuff. I think I just missed a super chat. Coconut Pete, there he goes.
Super chat.
Thank you so much, Coconut Pete. Question, is it true that multi-topic channels are a bad idea in general? Do you recommend pivoting a general topic channel to a niche topic? Yes, and let me tell you why. Okay, so when somebody subscribes to your channel, and there's always exceptions to the rule here, right? Like what I'm about to transition into, I'm catering to mobile creators, desktop creators, DSLR creators. But the thing is, I'm still catering to creators. So my audience will be segmented. Like right now, I have an Android crowd and I have an iOS crowd. And I have people who come to my live streams that don't do anything on their phone, but they just like to hang out during the live stream. So I already have a segmented audience. Now I'm going to segment it more, but we're all creators. We're all on YouTube. So if I make YouTube specific videos, it caters to everyone. But let's just say theoretically, you have cooking videos. Right? Everybody, anytime I do a channel review and they're like, how do I grow? And they got a ton of videos over the course of a couple of years. They've always got cooking videos and the cooking videos have always done really well. Right? So let's say you have cooking videos and then people subscribe to your channel because they love your cooking videos. Like your apple pie recipe is just incredible. It's super easy. 5-minute apple pie. I'm subscribing to your channel. And then you got another video. It's like, well, let me show you how to rebuild my carburetor. And you got another video where it's like, here's my favorite books that have nothing to do with carburetors or recipes, right? So what you're doing is you're giving people videos that they didn't subscribe for. You're drastically segmenting your audience. Now, this doesn't mean you can't do that, but what it does mean is you're gonna grow a lot slower than if you focused on a particular niche or focused on a particular type of person, a particular audience, and you tried to cater to them. Think of it as making your channel aerodynamic. Right? That's really what it comes down to. So if you have a channel with all these different kinds of content, that you've got all of this drag, you've got all these things sticking off your vehicle and it's slowing your vehicle down. But when you focus on one type of person, a particular audience, you're getting rid of all those things and you're streamlining everything. You're making your channel more aerodynamic and you're going to move a lot faster, right? Aerodynamic makes you move faster. The more things you have hanging off of your vehicle, it's going to slow you down. So you can still be successful. It's just going to take you a lot longer to get there than if you were streamlined and aerodynamic. That's a great question, by the way. These dongles. I need to make my own dongles. That's just, you know what? If I'm going to make anything, it's going to be dongles. Just DeesDongleStore.com. Get your dongles. Ladies and gentlemen, come get your dongles. Get these dongles here. We got Apple dongles. We got Android dongles. We got HDMI dongles. If I ain't got it, you don't need it. Oh my goodness, you guys are hilarious. Oh, this is a weird one today. Are you my dad? Maybe. Where you from? Let's see here. D, even Apple certified MFI Lightning digital adapter. Yeah, everything. So if it plugs into your device, I'm talking about the actual cable. So an HDMI cable doesn't matter, but the actual adapter that you plug into your phone has to be from Apple, right? If you're plugging in a microphone, if you're trying to send an HDMI signal out and it's not working, 99% of the time, it's because of the adapter. It's a third-party adapter. The car detailing channel, what is going on? I just registered Dee's Dongle Store. Oh man, that's as good as it gets. Forget everything I just said. I'm going to channel pivot and I'm going to do dongle reviews. I'm going to do dongle reviews and I'm going to try to send people over to Dee's Dongle Store, which I will lease from Alight Motion. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, this is Alight Motion, the app. So if you guys are into motion graphics, or you want to make really cool intros or cool lower thirds that pop up that you can put on your videos, you can do that here with Alight Motion. I don't have links in the description, but you can just type in Alight Motion and follow them out that way. Fantastic app. Fantastic app. Fantabulous. Okay. Next question. Tall Man's RV Reviews. For a new channel, excluding viral videos, what would you consider good monthly growth? I'm going to hydrate before I answer this one. Also considering that you are putting out good content, thumbs, tags, etc. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm going to work this backwards. The audience decides if your videos are good. The audience decides if you're putting out good content. The audience decides if you're putting out good thumbnails. Your tags don't matter. Forget tags. Tags don't matter. I mean, as long as YouTube gives us the feature, use tags, but tags aren't going to move the needle for you, right? Good content, good thumbs, that's going to move the needle. The audience decides if it's good or not. Growth. What would you consider monthly good growth? So there isn't a catch-all answer for this, but here's how you measure it. If your growth is better than the month before, that's good growth, right? Measure yourself against your past. Don't look at other channels. Don't look at my channel. Don't look at other people's channels that in the niche. Focus on your channel and focus on being better than the month before. So when you open up your data, when the new month starts, right? Look at that past month and say, is that past month, right? Was February better than January? Was March better than February? And if the answer is yes, then you're heading in the right direction. If the answer is no, then you need to dig into your analytics and say, what am I doing wrong? Am I choosing the wrong topics? Am I not uploading enough, right? They give us a ton of data to help us figure out the right moves to make. So try to be better than the month before, and you'll be all right. Compete against yourself instead of other people. Next question from Ethan. How do you pronounce your last name? Helausk? Ethan Helausk? Man, I hope I got that right. I've become a Twitch affiliate recently. Congratulations. And I've used that channel for my SoundCloud name, DJ Cognac, but I've been criticized by David from Impartial Geek for wanting to use YouTube and Facebook for different content when I do on Twitch. I already have paying subscribers. How do I convert and grow on YouTube? Do I continue to post my gaming content from Twitch, or do I try different content? Okay, so you're a Twitch affiliate, and you're trying to figure out, should you repost that content on YouTube and Facebook, if I understand that correctly. Here's the thing, and somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not a Twitch affiliate. I've met the things, but I don't want to do it because I've read before that you can't multi-stream. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. So if you're a Twitch affiliate, you can't multi-stream. And someone please correct me right now if I'm incorrect on that one. I'm looking here in the chat. I'm going to put this on the screen so I can answer it later. So if you want to put your videos in different places, that's fine. But make sure you read the terms to make sure you're not breaking the rules once you are a Twitch affiliate. It could be partner, because you got affiliate and you got partner. One of them, you can't multi-stream. I'm not sure which level that's at. So one thing I would say too is David from Impartial Geek, he's a really smart guy. And you said you've been criticized by him for how you're using the content. I would have to see what you're doing, but I will say David's a pretty smart guy. If you want to send me an email or something and just send me links and kind of give me more detail with what you're doing, because it's hard for me to understand exactly what it is you're putting together with how you ask this, I'll be happy to look at it that way. But David generally knows what he's talking about multi-streaming and that sort of thing. Just make sure you're not violating their terms with Twitch affiliate. It could be partner that's the problem there. I'm not sure. I'm going to look into the chat and see. If you're not affiliate, you can multi-stream. Right, but once you become affiliate, then you cannot multi-stream. Is that correct? And what I'm going to guess is, if you're using the same content from Twitch as an affiliate, even though you're not multi-streaming, but you're reposting the videos in the different places, I don't know how they feel about that. You're going to have to read the terms of service on that one. Let me see here. So Sweeney says, I'm reposting Twitch content on YouTube use is fine, but multi-streaming as Twitch affiliate these days is bad. Okay, thank you for the clarification. Thank you. I'm going to go back here. So Pete says, tags are still good for very specific videos targeting specific apps or hardware, in my experience at least. Yeah, so here's the thing with tags. So, and this has come directly from multiple YouTube engineers. Of all the features that we have, tags are the absolute least important. Tags are not going to move the needle on our videos. Tags are not going to make us go viral. Tags are not going to make the difference between a good video and a bad video, right? That's not something that's going to change that. What YouTube specifically suggests when it comes to tags is to use tags for things like misspellings, use tags for things like different ways to say things, right? Now, that being said, even though YouTube has specifically said that tags are not that important, they do still give us the feature. So I'm going to use tags until that feature no longer exists, regardless of what YouTube says. You know, let me see something. Give me 1 second here. I'm going to look, because I know during the upload process, there's a part where they mention tags, but let me see if I can go back and see if there's anything on here about it. Give me just a second here. I'm scrolling inside YouTube Studio right now to see if I can see something. Let me see what they got for tags. Okay, here you go. Boom. I'm going to share my screen. So this is YouTube directly. This is, and everybody can see this inside of YouTube Studio. So I'm going to share this. Okay, so this is after I uploaded my video, but the same thing applies. So right here, tags. They say tags can be useful if content in your video is commonly misspelled. Otherwise, tags play a minimal role in helping viewers find your video. This is directly from YouTube inside YouTube Studio, but the key here is tags play a minimal role. They don't say they play no role. They didn't say they don't count at all, but they say they play a minimal role. Now, YouTube engineers have said, multiple YouTube engineers have said tags are the least important things of all the things that we have. So I just wouldn't worry too much about tags. Next question here. Aaron Ace Edwards says, what are some tips you can share on how to promote your video in other spaces than YouTube? Also, do tag, I swear I didn't set this up. Also, do tags matter in videos? You can't make that stuff up. So I just answered the thing with tags, and I just showed it on the screen. What are some tips you can do to promote your videos? Promoting and spamming, man, there's a fine line between promoting your videos and spamming your videos. So here's what I recommend doing. I don't know, what kind of content are you making? Let me pull up your channel really quick. You are making, what are you doing here? 5th week on the man shake, 4th week on the man shake. So it looks like you're trying to lose weight. You're doing something about them. By the way, 4 weeks ago, congratulations, welcome to YouTube. Enjoy the journey. So look at you doing some sort of a weight loss thing. So what I would do is I would go on Facebook and join Facebook groups where people are trying to lose weight. I would join Reddit and try to find Reddit groups where people are trying to lose weight, where men are trying to lose weight. Maybe they're talking about man shakes or whatever it is. Don't spam your content there. What you want to do is become part of the community. Help answer people's questions. And if you can answer a question with a video, that's when you put your video in there. But you never want to go in there and say, hey guys, I just made a video, go check out my video. That's spam, right? Fine line between being helpful and spamming. So if you can answer a question with one of your videos, do that. Otherwise, what I would like you to do, and you're going to get way more juice out of this, is just keep focusing on YouTube. You're going to have to learn how to craft titles. Your thumbnails, you know what? I'm going to pull you up here just for a second. Eric, have a good one. So you've got all of this stuff in your thumbnail. You've got way too many words on your thumbnail. Way. Like, this isn't bad. This one's not, I'm getting messy here. This is not bad. Week 2 on the man shake, right? But this, you're stuffing way too much stuff in there. Way too much stuff. So if I looked for, I don't know what the man shake is. So the man shake. The man shake. Not sure what's going on here. Okay, so here you go. Look at this. Oh, the fat guy. Hey, I don't know if he's still in here or not, but it's hilarious that he just popped up. So he's in this community here. Go look at his channel, right? So he's doing the man shake. Look at his videos, or look at his thumbnails, right? Beginner's Guide for the Man Shake. And he's got his before and after picture. And by the way, man, if you're still in here, just hats off to you, dude. You're doing a killer job, right? Look at how he's crafting his titles, how to use the man shake, right? Then look at his thumbnails. Look at how he's putting those together instead of, and here's the interesting thing about YouTube that a lot of people just kind of slips by them. I understand that you're documenting your journey and you might be doing this just to be held accountable. And if so, that's fine. But if you can shift your videos to the point where instead of saying, watch me, this is about me, This is my experience with the man shake, me, 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 me. If you can find a way to shift that to make it about the viewer, what is the man shake? How do you use the man shake? What are 5 things I need to know before starting the man shake? And then in between those, you can talk about your journey while using the man shake. But right now, everything's about you. Everything's about you. And your imagery, right? Like the man shake, this is about weight loss. And here's a picture of you with sunglasses. Like there's a disconnect there. Here's you in your car, right? Versus we go back here and we look at this. Look before and after. Look at that. He's putting it out there. You know, and here the man shake, is it worth it? This one, I think he's got too much text on this one as well, but the man shake, is it worth it? Right? Go through, look at this one right here. Boom. Pictures say everything. Right? It's been 2 months. There he is again, the fat guy. He's crushing it on the man shake. Go follow him. Look at what he's doing. Study this, right? Make it about the viewer. You can put yourself in there a little bit, but the more you make it about the viewer, the better off you're going to be. I can hire myself out for being the before picture. I love it. I love it. No, the fat guy's in here. All right, next question. Next question comes from Amazing Mia, who says, do you recommend using TikTok to promote your YouTube channel? Yes, I do. I think people are missing out if they're not on TikTok. Let me see what you've got here. So you've got 2, oh, hey, welcome to YouTube. Another one, you've got 2 videos in 2 days, so welcome to YouTube. Amazing baby reading fruits. Okay, I'm not really sure what your channel's about. It looks like you're doing something with your baby, so... And I know you're just getting started on YouTube. So the best thing I can do for you, I'm going to drop a link into the chat. Hold on. Creator Academy. So everyone who's just getting started on YouTube, and I know I've pulled up a couple of you guys today, or if you don't know what's going on with YouTube, I'm dropping a link into the chat right now. This is called the YouTube Creator Academy. This is a free free courses, mini courses created by YouTube. YouTube basically gives you the instruction manual to YouTube inside the YouTube Creator Academy. So it helps you understand what YouTube wants from us. It helps you understand all the things about YouTube. So everybody needs to go, like if you're trying to figure out what's going on, like I don't know what's going on with YouTube, I can't build momentum, I'm lost, I'm just getting started, I don't know what to do next. Go through the YouTube Creator Academy. It's like bite-sized courses that will help you out. Now, can TikTok help you? Like you're making baby videos. Yeah, it can help you. The thing about TikTok, though, is TikTok editing is different than YouTube editing. TikTok stuff is fast. Short form content is really fast. It's really snappy. So what I would do is I would study TikTok channels that are similar to your content. Look at their pacing. Look at how quickly they edit. Look at how they do things. Look at the framing of the video and try to emulate that, right? Find TikToks that are succeeding and try to emulate that. El Jefe Reviews, what is going on, my man? Hope you were doing well, brother. Give Paloma my best. TikTok gives you coins or something. Yeah, at a certain point, I believe it's 1,000 followers. Maybe if you're in the U.S. and in certain countries, you can get access to the Creator Fund, which TikTok is their version of monetization. Tracy says, I'm trying to figure out what's going on when I come to your channel. If you don't know what's going on when you come to my channel, then I've done a terrible job. I've done a terrible job if you don't know what's going on when you come to my channel. All right, next question here. Oh, and by the way, about TikTok, when you create your channel and your profile, I think you have. I don't know if they give it to you at 0, but I think at a certain follower level, they allow you to put a link in your profile. So you can definitely put your YouTube link in your profile at a certain level. I don't know where that is. And then if people like your content, they can follow you on YouTube. Next question is from Mike Makaish. How's it going, man? If I made a mistake on my U.S. tax form, how can I fix it? I'm in Canada. Great question. You're going to have to go through and contact Google on that one. Contact if you can find AdSense support. I haven't tackled that yet. As I don't know. I'm a U.S. citizen, so I haven't had to tackle that. I don't have an answer for you there, man. Go into AdSense, See if there's a support. See if you can get somebody from Google on there. Let them know you made a mistake. Hope you can get that worked out. Next question is from TL Travel, who says, how important is consistency in the style of thumbnails that I put on my videos, and what elements can I do to create consistency, etc.? Should there be similar color, similar text, and so on? I've been told putting your face in the thumbnail is important, but I'm also not a known face, not sure how eye-catching that would really be. These are all fantastic questions. So let's talk about thumbnails for a little bit. And you've got a bunch of questions here. So how important is consistency in style? Okay, the thumbnail serves one purpose and one purpose only, to get clicked. And if that means that you have to change your style in order to get clicks, that's fine. You have to get a click in order to get the view, right? This is where tools like TubeBuddy come in really handy. They've got the A/B testing tools, so you can figure out which thumbnails work better than others, right? But if you're like, hey, this particular thumbnail's got a really bad CTR, change the style up, right? I have thumbnails on my channel that look nothing like the rest of mine because for that particular topic, for that particular audience, the traditional thumbnail that I use, it didn't get clicked. So I had to change it up to a thumbnail that did get clicked. So first and foremost, you have to make thumbnails get clicked. Whatever that means, do whatever you got to do in order to do that, right? As long as you deliver on the promise. Yeah, you don't want to clickbait them, right? I mean, you can clickbait them a little bit, but I don't mean clickbait in the terms of don't give them a thumbnail for something that's not in the video. You always want to deliver on the thumbnail. So consistency and style. So when it comes to style, it can be something as simple as your font, right? As your font choice. I don't know if El Jefe is still in here or not, but I'm going to pull up his channel for a second. El Jefe reviews. Let's pull up El Jefe for a moment. So this is style for you, man. Dude, El Jefe, there he is. This guy right here. Look, man, dude, your thumbnails have just, dude, are you still making these on Snapseed or have you evolved and moved on? These are spectacular. Look at these. So El Jefe, creeping on 50,000 subscribers. First of all, congratulations, my man. So let's talk about stylistic choices here. So you see he's got some thumbnails that are color. Some of them are black and white, blue. He's changing colors here, right? But he has an overall look. He has an overall vibe. Sometimes he puts himself in the thumbnail, right? So he's doing whatever he's got to do, but he still has he's still got a vibe. Like even though he changes fonts. Now, what I would probably do, I would probably stick with one font. And I didn't mean to pick on you here, but like like if you go to my thumbnails, most of them will have a similar font, right? Most of them will have a similar font, right? I usually tilt my thumbnail, my text a little bit. I change the colors. I change up everything else, but I always, most of the time, I kind of have a similar look with I use the same font in almost all of them, right? I do make exceptions right here and here because I had to change it up. But you'll see there's a pattern with mine. For most of them, the fonts are about the same. So that's my style, right? That works for me. And if I got to change it up to get the click, I don't care about an element. Okay. And by the way, I'll have faith. Your thumbnails are on fire, man. Absolutely on fire. Yeah. The only thing I would even looking at your thumbnails, I would just maybe pick a font. I don't know, but dude, if they're getting clicked, that's all that matters. They look fantastic, man. Fantastic. Why not do one color? Okay, so why not use one color? You're talking about my fonts. It's because and this is where knowing where your audience is coming from really makes a difference. My traffic, the majority of my traffic comes from search-based traffic. I make tutorials. So people go to YouTube and they type in how to do something. So what I do is I type my title into YouTube and I look at the competition at the top. And I think, okay, here are the colors, here are the font choices, here's how they're doing these thumbnails for this particular title. If I were to rank and get put in the middle of these, what can I do to stand out? So I change my colors based on how I might rank for search traffic. Now, if I didn't get search traffic, if my search traffic came from browse or from another source, I probably wouldn't do that. But because it's search-based traffic, that's how I'm able to rank for so many things, is I make my thumbnails stick out amongst the highest ranking videos there. That helps me a lot when ranking. Yep, exactly. Exactly. Oh, Heffy, man, I didn't see your. Are you still doing? Are you still using Snapseed on those? Going back, yep, Snapseed with Fonto. Yeah, dude. So he's done all this on his phone. I'm going to go back and we're going to look at these again. So those of you who are doing stuff on your phone, I want you to look at how good. And he's using Snapseed and Fonto. Fonto, however you pronounce that. Look at that. These are done on a phone. So for those of you making content on your phone and you're like, how do I make a good looking thumbnail on your phone? Look at this right here. This is how. 50,000 subscribers, getting a lot, 45,000 views, 20,000 views, right? You're crushing it, man. Look at this. Dude, it's been amazing watching your journey, brother. Right? And you can see the different style changes that he's made, but he's put like, blue borders around them. Sometimes they're black and white. He's added splashes of color. Some of these are just color. Right? So you can see the transition, but you can see, oh, this is done with this phone, man. That's fantastic, dude. These are great. Man, fantastic. Love it. Absolutely love it, man. All right. Okay, so now let's talk about text. Oh, no, I'm sorry. We talked about the consistency. Do what you got to do to get the click. Then you talk about your face. Here's the thing. There have been studies, and I believe vidIQ did the studies, or somebody correct me if I'm wrong. It was either TubeBuddy or vidIQ. One of them did the study where they found that faces generally get more clicks than no faces. They found that 2 faces generally get more clicks than 1. 3 generally get more clicks than 2, so on and so forth. They found that close-up faces generally get more clicks than farther away faces. They found that stupid YouTuber face that everybody uses, open mouth, excited looks, those generally get more clicks. Here's the thing. That doesn't mean it's going to work with your audience. So you can test those things out. It may or may not work with your audience. And faces really work well when you do have an audience and people do know who you are, and then they can recognize you, right? Oh, that's El Jefe. I know him. I'm going to click on that, right? But if you're just getting started, nobody knows who you are. You can test it with faces. You can test it without faces, right? You're going to have to see how your audience responds to it. For me, I mix it up. Sometimes I put a phone in there. Sometimes it's my face. Sometimes I test them both out to see which one gets clicked. Sometimes I upload a video. In the first few days, it's a picture of me, so my subscribers know that I upload a new video. And then as my traffic sources change and search-based traffic comes in who don't know who I am and they don't care who I am, so then I might change it out and put a phone in there if it's a phone tutorial, right? If you're searching for something, you don't know who I am, well, sometimes those thumbnails do better when it's a phone instead of me. And topic has a lot to do with it as well. So here's the thing. You have to test all this stuff to see what works with your audience, right? There's best practices, but you have to find out what works with your audience. That's the most important thing. They all know my hands, and that's what they're getting. Yeah, exactly. But if they understand your hands, right? You got to figure out what works with your audience. Savvy says, oops, not that one. Where'd it go? My turtle gets clicks. My thing is my thumb works. I just need to change the text per video. Yep, there you go. I love it. Coconut, unfortunately. Okay, right on. Okay, question. Why did my shorts from a month ago get thousands of views right away, but in the last couple of weeks, my shorts go nowhere? A couple of reasons. One, there's more people than ever making shorts, so there's more competition. There's limited space on the short shelf. 2, you made a short that did really well. People responded to that short. And the shorts that you've been making since, they're just not connecting. They're not connecting, or there's just too much competition and you're not going to the short shelf. Those people who didn't get in on shorts early on, or maybe they did and now they're seeing a big drop when they do put the shorts out. Everybody's running to make shorts now. People who got in on that early, they got in on that. They got all the subscribers in on that. Some people blew their channels up, and now it's a lot harder to get to the short shelf. Exactly, man. Shorts competition is tough. It wasn't. It was really easy. So when everybody was telling people, man, don't sleep on shorts, don't sleep on shorts, and you were sleeping on shorts, and now you're complaining about it. There you go. I still think I still think people are sleeping on TikTok. I think people are sleeping on Dub Smash and Likey and Byte. There's all these short form platforms where you could be building an audience. So if you are making shorts and the only place you're uploading them is to YouTube, I think you're making a huge mistake, because you could be building an audience on lots of different social media platforms that welcome short form content. You've already got the video. You made the short. Why not put it on all those other social media platforms? I think people are sleeping on a lot of that stuff. Shorts are harder now. I have one that's over 2 million views. Awesome, man. I'd love to hear that. That's fantastic. Harder to get to the short shelf? I don't know, man. I'm still making it on the shelf because you're making videos. You understand what your audience wants. See, here's the difference, right? Somebody who gets a video into the short shelf, that doesn't mean they're going to get another video into the short shelf and another video into the short shelf. It could have been a fluke, but you're growing your channel at a pretty good rate, so you understand what's going on, right? Because you pay attention to this stuff. You're growing your Minecraft channel. Therefore, you're able to make shorts that you know are going to get those views. But there might come a time where you don't get in the short shelf. Competition is fierce. If you look, hey, Insane McLean, how you doing? If you look at some of the view counts of some of the shorts that you're competing with, hundreds of thousands of views, if not millions of views, and people are wondering, why doesn't my short stay in the short shelf? Look at the competition. You're competing with viral shorts. It's tough. Get your shorts on, people, or take them off. Put them on, take them off, whatever. We're all adults here. We can't see past the camera anyway. Half of you are probably wearing pajamas anyway. So true, meet the audience where they are instead of trying to drag them into YouTube. If shorts don't work, post them elsewhere. Yeah, I know, and El Jefe, I know, because you're doing channel reviews and stuff now too. I know plenty of people who are making YouTube shorts and they are not succeeding with shorts. They put them on TikTok, gangbusters. They put them on Dub Smash, gangbusters. They put them on Likey, they put them on Byte, gangbusters. And the same thing, it works in reverse. They're not succeeding on TikTok. They put them on YouTube Shorts, gangbusters. So you got to test this stuff out, man. You never know where your audience, never know where your audience is going to be. All right. So on that note, thank you everyone for hanging out tonight in the Super Chat. Thank you for hanging out in the Super Chat. Thank you for the Super Chats. Thank you for hanging out in the live stream. Thank you for all the awesome questions. I do appreciate it. Give this a smash thumbs up if you had a good time. If you learned something, it just lets me know if I'm on the right track or not. So I can make future streams like this. Thanks for everybody who hung out. Thanks for everybody who shared this out on social media. And I'm just going to play some music and ride this out. Everybody have an awesome rest of your night. I think it's Easter Sunday. Hope you guys enjoyed yourself today. And I will see you guys next Sunday. Usually, I have another shot of a phone see-through thing right here. Battery's dead. I need to get a dummy battery.
Super chat.
All like hanging out in the Super Chats. Hey, little Crafty Nook, how you doing?